Tables to graphs and equations, and then to tables and graphs again. Graphing equations of the form y equals mx plus b. Definitions, first of all. An ordered pair a comma b is a solution of an equation in terms of x and y if the equation becomes a true statement when a is substituted for x and b is substituted for y. In other words, if you have a coordinate. So if we have a coordinate, we say that a comma b satisfies the equation. Okay. The solution set of an equation is a set of all solutions of the equation. And as an example, the question statement is 3 comma 10, a solution of y equals 2x plus 4. Okay, so y equals 2x plus 4. Let's remember that our slope, the m value, is the 2. And that our y-intercept, the v value, is the 4. So, and always remember that we automatically have a 0 for the x value of the y-intercept, agreed? So, let's try our coordinate. Our coordinate, x and y. We're trying to see if 3 and 10 are solutions of our equation y equals 2x plus 4. So let's substitute for x and y, in other words. Notice x is the 3, y is the 10. So our coordinates always in the same order. First x, then y. So 3 comma 10. And let's plug in our equation from above. Our x value of 3 replaced, and y value of 10 as well replaced. Okay, so now that we've replaced the x and y value, simplify to see if it's true or not. Okay, 2 times 3 gives us 6, and 10 still 10 on the left side, agreed? Can't simplify any further. 6 plus 4 gives us 10. Well, this is a true statement. 10 equals 10, that's absolutely true, agreed? So therefore that means 3 comma 10 is a solution to our equation y equals 2x plus 4. Okay, let's try to build a table. And this will give us a glimpse at the solution set. So x and y values for our table. X is always first, y second. And let's rewrite our equation, y equals 2x plus 4, just to have it a little bit easier to visualize. So in the equation y equals 2x plus 4, let's pick some x values such as 0 and maybe 2. We need at the very minimum 2 values for x. So that way we have 2 coordinates or 2 coordinate values, right? Which will produce us 2 coordinate points in the near future. So let's try to plug them in. In the equation y equals 2x plus 4, in the x value, we're replacing the x value with a 0. That's the value we picked. So first value we picked, keep in mind you're welcome to pick any values. It's your choice. Do remember to pick easy values since you're doing probably most of the graphing yourself, right? So why make so much work? So select easy values to make your graphing a little bit easier. In this case, 0 is pretty easy, agreed? 2 times 0, 0. So 0 plus 4, that gives us 4. So when x is 0, y is 4. There's our first coordinate value for the y. So, okay, we have our full coordinate. Let's try the other one. So when y equals 2 times our x value now of 2, 2 times 2 gives us 4, 4 plus 4 gives us 8. So there is our next y value. Okay, do notice, our slope is 2. That means our values are going to be increasing by 2. So anytime you go up in the x value by 1, you increase the y value by 2. So notice we missed the 1, right? So it should have been 0, 1, 2. If we would have had a 1, then we would have had 4, followed by a 6, 8, then 10, etc. But this is just for reference at the moment. So now let's try to see if we can sketch this. So quick sketch. You can do a quick hand sketch. That's totally fine. Just remember, it's easy if you use a ruler to make your final line, okay? Just to make it a little more straight. In this case, I selected a quick image. That way we can graph over it. So our coordinates, let's graph our points. And let's do remember to label our axis, x and y axis. And now for our points, 0, 4 is our first coordinate or coordinate location point. There it is, there's our first point, and it's our y-intercept by chance. Do keep in mind. 0, whenever it has a 0 for x, it implies that it's your y-intercept. So So there's our y-intercept, 0, 4. Our next coordinate location, 2, 8 or 2 and 8. So 2 in the x and 8 in the y will give us a coordinate location as shown there for a point. And now finally let's trace a line through this. There it is, line of S fits through 2 points, and that gives us our actual graph. Remember, the solution set of an equation is a set of all solutions of the equation, meaning that's why we have an arrow on the top and bottom of our line here. It implies that it goes down forever to the left and up forever to the right. So it means you have infinite possible values that you can use. Hence our table, we only selected small values to make it a little bit easier, but otherwise you can make an infinite table, but then that'll take a long time, agreed? So any x value and any y value would be your output. So any x value is an input, any y value would be an output, depending on what you pick. So in this case, we're trying to double check, just to make sure that 3, 10 is a solution. So we tried it by calculations, and we found it is a solution. If we graph it, it should land on that particular line that we have. So let's graph 3, 10. So 3, 10, there it is. Hey, look at that. It lands right on that particular line. So that means 3, 10 is also a solution via our graph. So we can check via calculations, or we can check by graphing as well. That 3, 10 is a solution.